National Football League. And we've got J.C. Jackson, who's been stepping up to challenges all season, now at 8 interceptions. It's the Chargers and the Falcons, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 23.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Atlanta Falcons. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Falcons in this matchup. You figure they've got to be looking forward to this one. They've got a clear advantage on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, they totally understand it, not just by running the numbers, but those numbers do play into it because you've got one of the better passing offenses in the league, a top 10 unit, going up against one of the poor defenses in the league. So I think we're going to see these guys take some shots downfield. But right from the start, I expect them to attack and get right after them.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Atlanta sending its offense out for the first time, and for the first time since 2008, it's a rookie who will handle things at quarterback. Out of Cincinnati, the third-round pick, Desmond Ridder.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And incomplete to open things up.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll set up to throw. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first carry for Tyler Algier. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And complete to Drake London. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Back to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. And he elects elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25.
The Charger offense makes its way out for the first time in this ball game, and leading the way, already a star in just his third season, it's Justin Herbert.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
The Chargers sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it, and that's what they're trying to get done here.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. D4 in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimension.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Justin Herbert scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Chargers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense.
3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start. It's certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here, because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
They'll run with Patterson.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's Beckham.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive.
And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That play doomed from the start thanks to the defensive effort of Grady Jarrett. On 2nd and 12, Herbert. And this is caught by Williams. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 45-yard line. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there. Play action. It's Herbert. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He came through with a nice pass pretty good there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
2nd and 15. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Week 9 here in the National Football League. We'll have 9 weeks to go after this. We've got a couple of good matchups in prime time to wrap up the first half of the season. Tonight, Tennessee and KC in the AFC. And then tomorrow night, an interconference matchup. Baltimore and New Orleans from the Superdome. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Ready? On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Pushes him over. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And the Chargers offense back out and ready to go. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Williams brings it in. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When there's extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
The kick by Crosby is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready
at their 25-yard line.
Beginning on the ground with Patterson. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They're going to look to throw.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Ritter on target to Pitts for a Falcon 1st down.
They'll look to throw.
He's going to find Edwards open downfield.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards that time. They'll look to throw here. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Got his man. It's London.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 14. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. 1st and 10, it's Patterson.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll just get rid of it.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will knot us up at 10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
So out come the Chargers.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, How much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 39, Herbert. Williams loses the football, and the Falcons grab it. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up, trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
That one goes for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Ready?
2nd and 14.
Got London on a slant.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
Check, pin.
They'll look to throw again.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
Back to throw again.
Open man is Edwards. He's got it. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. Touchdown, Falcons! Calvin Ridley, as the first half is winding down.
And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Crew able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action Set to begin the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Herbert throwing again. He finds his target, Allen. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16. And another first down. Herbert now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Second down and goal.
Herbert. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
All right, Captain, it's batting down to Hatch's time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
They snap it to Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3.
He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And this will be caught by Edwards.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Looking to throw. Rolling to his right.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
From the 27, Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. It's Eckler again.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 43 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. 2nd and 5.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10.
Herbert. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown.
Mike Williams.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chargers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Edwards. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Falcons.
Brian Edwards.
75 yards.
And the Falcons will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession.
And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any...
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Khalil Mack able to put an end to that play, and in so doing, puts an end to this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And the pressure gets to him again. Khalil Mack dropping him for the second straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on third down.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Here we go.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on third and long following the sack.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Falcons on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be third and a mile. They'll set up to throw.
And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. Certainly some pressure here on Younghoe Koo.
So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And the lead will hold at 10. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
And now they're in the hurry up. Herbert off of play action. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Again, Herbert. He completes it to Beckham.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Here's Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen from 3 yards out.
And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Crosby with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Got a man, it's London.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. Beckham, the return. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Wide receiver Keenan Allen bringing out the rest of this offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
79 yards on the ground for Eckler here, and that's a 1st down.
Up the middle with Eckler.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
12 more yards there and another 1st down. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Caught by Allen. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Eckler now between the tackles. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the give, this is Eckler. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. Touchdown! Keenan Allen with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chargers have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. So now Ritter and the Falcons
down by 4. 2 minutes, 17 seconds to go. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Down. 22 needles. Ready.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now.
Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers have just about sewn up this football game.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And they'll indeed take a knee. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will get the ball back and be touchdown. And with that, this game is over.
What a thrilling 4th quarter.